Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. If you are new to my channel, please kindly subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you will not miss whenever I post any new video. And for the old subscribers, welcome once again and hope you're having a good day. So today we'll be talking about a very important topic which affects each and every one of us, me included, until I gain information, knowledge about it, and I changed my life. So today's topic is about pants and our health. So when I was in school, I had this friend, so she asked me to accompany her to the store to pick up some items. So I followed her. When we got to the store, she started walking towards the innerwear direction where they display innerwear. So I was like, wait girl, you got a reasonable amount last 3 months. Why are we picking up something like this again? And she was like, don't you know that you're supposed to change your pants, your innerwear as often as possible? And I was blank, I was shocked, I was looking like, seriously? So when I got home that day, I went to go and do some research, and I found out that she was actually very much right. I was supposed to change my pants as often as possible. Well, nobody told me this, nobody educated me on this, and there is actually a reason why our parents don't discuss this with us. There is a reason, and it's in the origin of pants, and I'm going to discuss that further into the video. So when I got home, I did research, and she was right. So actually, some school of thought have the opinion that you should change it every 6 months, others every year. And there's a reason for that, and there are health benefits for doing that. So in this video, we'll talk about the origin of pants, why we should change it often, the materials that we should have as our pants, how to care for your pants, and the relationship between your pants and your health. So let's talk about it. Well, what is pants? We all know the definitions, so I don't even have to say it. But for formality's sake, pants can be called different names. There is thongs, there is G-string, there is boxer shorts, there is pantelis, undies, so many names we call pants. So what is the origin? Well, the origin of pants started as far back as during the ancient Egypt era. They wear a cloth that is called shanty. That's the cloth that they wear. And they use something that looks like belt to hold it in place. It's like a mini short, and they use like a belt or a thread to hold it in place, and it's usually worn by children and by prostitutes. But during the Renaissance era, women of high caliber started wearing pants, and they wear it for chastity. They wear it to keep the cold away and to keep clean. What do I mean by chastity? Chastity, because it will be difficult for a guy to put their hands inside. During the courtship period, they can find themselves in a very, very romantic place, but it will be difficult for the guy to get to the pants. And then I think it's mostly worn by ladies then. Then the cold part is that the weather was very cold, so they wear an inner clothing, on this included, to keep warm. And then to keep clean. Those days, they don't really bathe as much as we do now. So when you wear pants, it helps you to absorb all those secretions, body fluid, and then you change it to wear a clean one, you look fresh, clean, and all that. So our ancestors actually knew what they were doing. So during the Renaissance period, it became something that everybody wears, not just children, not just prostitutes. But it was still something that was shown, something that you don't talk about, something that you don't discuss, something you shouldn't display. And even that mentality, that mindset is still affecting us up to today, because that's why mothers don't discuss this with their daughters, don't discuss this with their children. And the origin of the pants, the whole narrative changed After the First World War, skirts became shorter, and the ladies started wearing pants that are shorter. Initially, pants are long, like mini shorts, but after the Second World War, the skirt that ladies wear became shorter, and the ladies started wearing shorter pants. They made it shorter in the 1920s. Then it became shorter again in the 1960s, and it was due to a particular actress called Marilyn Moore. When she was acting one scene, she revealed her pants, and it had lace trimmings at the edges, and it was so beautiful. And the pants became something that you don't hide again, you don't shun, you don't talk about it hush hush. It became something that is associated with sex appeal. And also, that was when in the 1960s we started having matching bra and pants, brief sets, disposable panties, bikini, and also men joined. Men started wearing panties too, underwear, they started wearing underwear, boxer shorts, boxers, and all those stuff, spandex, and they even have male models that will come and be modeling for all these underwear companies. So that means that in the 90s, the meaning of pants completely changed. It was no longer something you shun. You have to, something that you can use to show your sex appeal and all those. And it became fashionable to wear pants. So everybody was wearing pants, including men. And is it necessary to wear pants? Is it compulsory? No, it is not. It's actually good not to wear it because it has some health benefit of not wearing it, because it reduces your risk of coming down with vaginal infection, and also for men, low sperm count or infertility later on a long run. So it's actually good not to wear it. If you don't want to wear it, nobody's going to force you. It's not necessary, it's not mandatory. But if you are going not to wear pants, do not wear tight clothes. Yeah, don't wear tight clothes, and always wash the clothes that you wear every day. Don't rewear any clothes. Don't put on any clothes without washing it if you're not going to wear pants, because those secretions from our body are going to stain those clothes, and they have bacteria inside already. That's normal bacteria, because it's supposed to be there. And if you don't wash it and you put it on again with sweat, with heat, with everything, those bacteria will be growing, odor and everything. It's actually nasty. So if you're not going to wear pants, fine and good. Wear loose fitted clothes. 1, 2, wash your clothes often before you wear it. Once you wear, wash before you rewear. Then we're talking about materials that our undies should have. We should go for natural materials. We shouldn't wear synthetic materials. But all this our innerwear companies, industry, they will not tell you this. So, but it's good to wear the natural material. The reason why they actually started there is more production of synthetic material is because it dries faster and it expands. So let's say they will have one size fits all, so they don't have to start making different sizes for different waist size, you get. But if you have something that can serve everybody, it will reduce cost of production and all those stuff. But it is not actually health beneficial to we, the consumers of those products. That's why I'm putting out this information, so that everybody do not wear synthetic material. But if you must wear synthetic material because they have their own good nature too, if you must wear them, do not wear it for more than 6 hours. Do not wear it for more than 6 hours. But the preferable one to wear are the natural materials like cotton, linen, silk. These are the materials that you can wear. And you can put little lace trimmings, maybe chiffon trimmings, not the whole part of the pie, especially the seat of the pants where your most intimate part is touching. So the reason why it is not good to use the synthetic materials because one, synthetic material they retain heat and moisture, and heat and moisture is a very good medium for organisms to grow. And once they start growing, it can get into the vagina and come down with either bacterial vaginal infection or fungal vaginal infection, or for guys, fungal infection on the surface of the intimate parts of the body, itching. It can be very uncomfortable, itching, odor, and all those stuff. So it's better to use these natural materials. And for the care of your pants, the way to care for your pants, number one, do not wash your pants with the order of your clothes. No, wash your pants separately, and do not use harsh detergent to wash your pants. Wash them with mild detergent. Rinse them properly. Rinse until the water is no more foamy, and then hang. Air dry. If you can sun dry, but do not iron them. Do not iron. If you iron them, it will be reducing those properties that made them natural materials. Once you start applying it, they are chemical, they can denature, and they can stop retaining, they can stop not being able to, they will start retaining heat, they will start retaining moisture, and you end up having a synthetic pants instead of natural pants material that you have. So when you want to store, do not store in a bag. Get hangers, hang it so that air can be going in and out of it. Do not store your pants in hangers. Both male and female, do not store your pants in hangers. Then another thing is for those that don't want to hand wash, because it's actually very good to hand wash. But if you don't want to hand wash, no problem. If you must use washing machine, ensure that you wash the washing machine, rinse the washing machine before you put in your pants, and then you clean. And most importantly, before you take care of laundry, before you wash any pants, ensure that you check the label on the pants that says do not iron, do not tumble dry, dry clean, and also check the label. This will help the durability of your pants anyway. So check the label and caption on the pants, whether it's something you should wash with washing machine or not, or whether it's something you can tumble dry or not, and all those stuff. So you should check all those things. So if you want to wash your pants, sort out the different colors. White separate from the colored ones, and when you want to wash colored ones, use color detergent. If you are in the part of the world where I'm from, there's something we call the area Ankara, so it retains color, so you can use that to wash them. Then another very important thing is that you should not use bleach to wash your pants that are white, though, because they are white. You don't use bleach. Don't use bleach. Bleach is harsh, very harsh. When you finish washing it, the truth is that these materials, they are going to retain some of those things that we use in washing them, and then you will now come and wear it. You are wearing bleach, you are making bleach to come in contact with your vagina. We are hearing so many cases of vaginal cancer. This could be one of the reasons. So please do not bleach your pants. Wash with just mild detergent, because if you wash with harsh detergent, it can retain on the pants, and when you wear it, it can cause irritation and redness. So that's another most important thing. Avoid use of softeners when you are washing your innerwears, pants. Avoid the use of softener because it makes the clothes to turn from, it's chemical, so it makes the clothes to change from natural material to synthetic material, just like iron. There are different ways of denaturing proteins, because all these things, the materials they use in making these things, they're actually kind of protein, or kind of, when you check the structure, break it down. So if you use heat, you use chemical, it can denature it, and it will no longer be what it's supposed to be. So that's the relationship of your health with your pants. For the ladies, If you are not using the right material of pants, you are not changing your pants as often as you are supposed to do, and you are not wearing the right material, you are not caring for it the right way, you can actually infest your pants with microorganisms, denature your pants, and then you come down with either bacterial or fungal infection, as I said earlier. But the danger is not the bacterial and fungal infection. The danger is when you've already come down with this infection and you didn't change your pants, you keep using the same set of pants, those bacteria are already there. And then you treat yourself, and then after a while, you come down with the same infection again that can travel into your uterus and damage your female reproductive organ, which is very bad. And then for the male, the same thing, it can damage your male reproductive organ. It can lead to male infertility, because remember, the testis does not need a hot environment. It actually needs a cold environment for it to be able to produce the right quantity and the good quality of sperm. So it needs to be hanging away from the body, not close to the body. So that's why you shouldn't even wear tight boxers for guys. Do not wear tight boxers, briefs, spandex. You should wear light, natural natural materials, and you should also change as often as you can. And a very good secret that I want to leak is that most people don't know, but your inner wear, the state of your inner wear can actually affect your mood. Yes, it is true. After I had that discussion with a friend, all my inner wears were way beyond. They were past the time I was supposed to change them. So I had to do a complete overhaul. I had to throw away all my inner wears, and I had to go shopping. And when I got there, this thing I told you now, the sales girl that I met there told me the same thing. I was like, she just wants to sell market. We know all these things, she just wants to sell market. But surprisingly, when I got those new sets of pants, as in she helped me select and everything, when I wear them, I have this confidence that I didn't have before. Yeah, I had this confidence that I didn't have. I feel good, I feel sexy, I feel in control and all those stuff. So if it is time for you to change those pants, change it. And another tip, never run out of a new set of pants. So always have a spare that you've not used, you've not opened somewhere. Also, when you are in your menstrual period, for ladies, you can get disposable pants. Some people call it postpartum pants, but it's not postpartum pants, it's disposable pants. Get disposable pants, and I think in a pack you have like 6, and they sell it like 600 naira for the pack, and you can use that 600 naira for that month, and it can be rewashed actually. But the thing is that repeated rewash will lead to it tearing. So you can just buy one pack and use it for 2 months, discard, buy another pack, so that when you are menstruating, sometimes the menses can leak. Yeah, it can leak, so that you not stain the regular pants that you wear often. So you can use that. So thank you once again. Sorry that this video is lengthy. Hope you have a wonderful time, and I hope you've gotten something that will help you.